Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome to my YouTube channel, Surya SAP Online Training Services. Let us talk about today what are the steps to create a structure in data dictionary. What is the difference between a table and a structure? How to use dot append structure in a table, how to use dot include structure in a table, and what is the difference between dot append a structure and dot include a structure in a table. So let us talk about a structure today. How we can create structure, right? So you can go to data type and whatever the name we are going to provide here, that should start either with Z or Y. This is my own style of naming convention, ST, just prefixing ST, right? So I am creating Nitin underscore test. So here I will be choosing the second radio button, that is structure. Let us give some short description. Demo structure. Right. Now in the component is nothing but we have to give our field names here, right? So let me say I want to give one field name as VBELN, right? And I will use type, and I will be using already defined data element, already defined by SAP. Fine. So see, I don't need to create it. Why? Because on entering this data element, I got the data type and data length. So this is for sales document number, right? I will be entering here another field, Posner, right? So this is type. See, I am reusing already created data elements, right? The third field, right? This is Metner. Metner is nothing but material number, right? Data element is already created by SAP. If you double click, yes, save it, local object. So you can go to attributes and check here. See, this is already defined by SAP. We don't need to create it again, right? So I am just reusing this. Similarly, you can check for Veblen, right? This is also created by SAP. We don't need to create it again, right? Now let us activate. So warning, you just need to avoid warning first. Okay, this is active. This is all about structure. Now, what is the difference between a table and a structure? This is my question, right? So the answer to this question is, see, the first difference is that a table does not, a table stores the data permanently and physically in into database, right? Whereas a structure never stores the data into database, right? The second difference is straightforward. A table always has a primary key field, right? Whereas a structure does not have any primary key, right? Third difference is a table have a table has technical settings, but a structure does not have any technical settings, right? So this is the difference. You can add one more line here in the first difference. A structure is used to hold the data at runtime only. Fine. So these are the differences between a table and an structure, right? You know now how to create a structure. Now let me go back. Fine. Now let us pick any table Z Nitin. I will give a star and I will find out what are the tables. Okay, Nitin has created one table. Get Nitin BCG. Let me check. Okay, so this is one table, right? Already created. I don't want to disturb. Okay, this is in inactive mode, right? Let me first activate this. When was this created? Okay, it was created yesterday. So let me activate it quickly. Warning. Now in the fields, okay. I don't want to disturb any fields, or I am not going to directly add any fields to this table, right? So instead of that, I will be appending a structure to add more fields in this table, right? So what is the way? The one way is append a structure. If I click on this option, append a structure, so I can give here z st underscore Puskar test. Just hit enter. Give some short description. Demo structure, right? I will be using some fields here. Bubblen. I will be reusing the data elements, right? I will be using the existing data elements, right? Fine. I will just activate this structure. I will make it local object. Let me avoid the warning, right? The structure is ready. You can see this is in active status. Let us go back. Okay, let me activate the table again. Say no. Fine. I will go back one step and I will open the table again in display mode. So you can see here we have appended one structure, right? You can see here this is a structure. How will you come to know this is a structure, right? You can see the data type here. It is saying stru. Stru means this is a structure. You can see length is 0, right? So this is not a data element, right? This is not a data element. This is a structure. Why? Because if you look at the data type, you can see here stru means structure, right? And we always append structure, not any data element here, right? So inside this structure, how many fields are there? 3 fields: Veblen, Posner, and Meitner. 3 fields are there inside this structure, right? So they got appended here. Fine. Now, if you go and try to create entry, these 3 fields will also be considered, right? So you need to delete this table maintenance generator, right? Let us delete it quickly. First we need to go in change mode, table maintenance generator, delete this. Yes. Done. Now if you go and try to create entries, so all the 3 fields will be considered here. This is what I am trying to showcase you, right? So that's fine. Now append a structure. Whenever you are going to append any structure, right? If you want to append one more structure, yes, you can do that. You can do that, right? You can happily do that. I can give here z st underscore Nitin underscore stru, right? Can give here demo stru, right? And I can give some other fields as well. I can give here Belmar, or I can give here Buchers, right? Type Buchers. This is a company code. This is a field name for company code, right? I can give this is for fiscal year, right? I will make it a local object. Just hit enter, avoid the warning. Yes, this is the second structure is also appended, right? You can see here both the structures are appended successfully. Just cancel this screen. You can see here, right? Just activate the table. No, fine. If you go back and display this, you can see here the structure is appended, right? Fine. So this is how we are appending the structures. You can append multiple structures, right? But let us say if my requirement is to add any structure just after this field, just after the first field, how I can achieve that requirement? Because if you are going to use append structure, that will always be appended at last. But if we are going to append or add any structure just after this field and before city field, how we can do that? So we need to use dot include. Let us go in change mode, because that requirement cannot be achieved using append structure, right? We will first select this field, click on this plus icon, right? And I can write here dot include, right? I can give here a structure name ZST underscore. I can give Mara. This is one structure. I will double click on it. See, this is already a created structure. I can reuse it. Fine. Just activate this. Okay. Let us check. Field Matnar in table is okay. This Matnar field, we need to remove that. No problem. Here we have Matnar. I will just quickly remove this. Okay, this is activated. Guys, the table is active and you can see here. When you are using this include dot include structure, it means you can use you can add this field, this set of fields at any location. Here in our example, you have just used all these fields before city and after the code field. But whenever you are using append structure, that will always appended at last. Right? This is the difference. Getting my point? That's all for today. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you really like this video, then please plant a tree not only to support our channel but also to save our beautiful environment, which in turn it will motivate us to create more free videos for you. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.